Gentlemen, we are in the middle of a hot season. It's time for another edition of the Penultimate Show. Right, boys, it's me, your host, Bork's Clicking Rib, back with another episode of the hottest fantasy football show on the internet, the Penultimate Show. Boy, oh boy, that was one wild week. We had some close matchups. So many things are mattering right now in terms of positioning.
I got a buddy who was in Desert Storm. What battalion were you in?
What?
I said, what battalion were you in?
What's your battalion number, boys?
69? Yeah, that's it.
Let's take a look, shall we, at what went down in week 9. All right, week 9. Our first matchup had me, Bork's Clicking Rib, going against Bane's Biscuit Bandits after our rap battle, and I thought I was going to win, man, big time. I thought I had a huge lead going into Monday, and Bane starts creeping back. I go into a panic. I just stopped looking, and luckily for me, I squeak out the victory 141 to 138. A crucial victory for me. I improve to 5-4. Bane, you dropped to 7-2. Next, we had X Primo going up against the Shame Wagon. Look, X Primo, we knew you were going to get the victory against the Shame Wagon, but we didn't realize you were going to more than double his point totals. 153 to 68. X Primo, you improved to 5-4, still right in the mix of it. Shame Wagon, you dropped to 4-5. Next, we had Delayed Hesitation going up against Team GPT. And Delayed Hesitation, the frustration stopped this week. Okay, you got the victory, 113 to 97. You improved to 4-5. You are not out of it. You're still in the running. Team GPT, even with the loss, you're still sitting pretty at 6-3. Next, we had Denton's Erectile Dysfunction going up against Mojo Jojo. And Mojo Jojo knew it was a bye week. Once again, here's a team more than doubling the point total of the lower team, 159 to 75. Mojo Jojo's sitting nice at 6-3. Denton, you are 0-9. Next, we had Joel's Best Effort going against Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Joel is on fire. He's in fuego. I would not want to be playing him right now. He gets the big win, 152 to 76. He's 5-4. Doing really well now. Sheet Slitter, you drop to 2-7. Next, we had Lee Mack going up against Schroot's Middling Beats, and it was certainly a middling point total. Nobody really went crazy. Schroot, you got the victory, 108 to 84. You're 3-6. You're not mathematically out of it. You could win out and still win everything. Lee Mack, you dropped to 5-4. Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood going up against Dan's dazzling team, and Dan gets the W. It was an important W for Dan. He goes up to 5-4. Mr. Robinson, you're not out of it yet. 3-6, you could still win out and be able to make that top bracket of the playoffs, theoretically. Next, we had Nogalido going against West Coast Bork, and we almost had the upset of the year happening. West Coast Bork almost took out Nogalido, but you see they're 95-93 within 2 points. Nogalido squeaks out the victory. They improved to 6-3. West Coast Bork, you drop to 1-8. And finally, the defending champion Golden Gremlins went up against Vino Labertino, who had all these point totals. And finally, the Vino gets spilt a little bit. He loses 162-93. Golden Gremlins, that was your 7th victory. You're 7-2. Vino, you're also 7-2. But Golden Gremlins, Leidick, that's the highest point total of the week, dude. That means you get the $15. It means you the best.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
And you know that it's true. And gentlemen, those were the matchups for week 9.
The Fighting 69s? Oh, you guys are the real deal.
Must have seen a lot of action.
Yeah. We like action.
Let's examine the standings now, because it's really starting to get tight. Okay, we've got 5 regular season weeks left. 5 weeks remain. Taking a look at the standings, Vino, Bane, Golden Gremlins. You're in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You're all 7-2. All 7-2. Vino and Bane took a loss last week. That's the top right now, and they're separated by about 55 points. Underneath, Nogalido, you're in 4th. Mojo Jojo, you're in 5th. GPT, you're in 6th. All 3 of you guys are at 6-3. 7th, myself, Bork's Clicking Rib. I can't believe I'm currently in the top bracket of the playoffs. Lee Mack, you also are there at 5-4. We would be the top bracket if the season was over today. Next, we got 9th, Dan's Dazzling Team, Joel in 10th, Exprimo in 11th at 5-4. Delayed Hesitation, Shame Wagon, you guys are at 4-5. Mr. Robinson, Schrutz, Middling Beats, 3-6. And Sheets Litter Slit Sheets, you're at 2-7. That's the bottom 8. You guys would make the consolation bracket. And West Coast Bork and Denton, you guys would presently not make the playoffs. And those are the standings after week 9.
Well, when you're in the 69, you're going to get plenty of action when it's going down.
Pick'em! Pick'em! It was an interesting pick'em week. Let's throw those stats up there. Take a look. Sheets Litter still in 1st by 1 point. You have 57 points. Delayed Hesitation right behind him, 57 points, 56 points. GPT right behind him at 55, so it's 57, 56, 55. Lee Mack, you're at 53. I'm at 51. We have a couple teams at 50, a number of teams in the 40s. And you teams that are in the bottom, you're going to want to start thinking about picking the contrarian view and hope that you can get some points that the guys on the top aren't, because those guys on the top, they're playing it safe right now. But pick 'em, whole lot of fun, and that's where it stands.
They could lick anybody.
And now it is time for the all-important matchups for Week 10. Our first matchup in Week 10, myself going up against Vino Labertino. And I wouldn't like my chances normally, but I stumbled into Vino's big bye week. So I've only got limited damage to my squad, and like half of his team is on bye. I'm hoping to get the victory. Next, Ex Primo, you're going against Mr. Robinson. Mr. Robinson, this really could be everything for you. You're basically in the playoffs right now. You need to keep on winning. Will you get your 4th victory, or will Ex Primo go to 6-4? Next, Delayed Hesitation. You're going up against Dan's Dazzling Team. Delayed, you're 4-5. Dan, you're 5-4. This is a key matchup right here. This week alone could be a deciding factor at the end of the season about which one of you would make that top bracket. Can't wait to see it. Next, we got Denton's erectile dysfunction going up against West Coast Bork. It's the battle of the bottom. 17 is playing 18. Is this the week that Denton finally gets on the board? We shall see. Next, Bane's Biscuit Bandits. You're going up against Lee Mack. This is going to be a good matchup. The point totals are projected to be very, very close. Bane trying to come back after losing last week. Lee Mack, you're trying to get your 6th victory. Next, Joel's Best Effort going up against Schroot's Middling Beats. I'm going to tell you, Joel's hot, guys. He's really putting forth his best effort in Pick'em. I'm choosing him over the Middling Beats. Next, we got Mojo Jojo's Nice Team going up against Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets. Mojo Jojo coming off that big point total. Sheet Slitter struggling. There's no reason that I see that the story should change this week. Next, No Galito's Way going up against Team GPT. Ooh, both these teams are 6-3. This is a key moment for both of these squads. One of them will kind of be propelled forward into that top bracket, and the other one might find themselves in a bit of trouble. And finally, in our bye week of this week, the bye matchup rather of this week, the Shame Wagon going up against defending champion Golden Gremlins. And the Gremlins at 7-2 are smoking hot. Their owner, Stephen Leidick, sent us a little something to get us thinking in that Golden Gremlins way. Take it away, Stephen.
Remember the last time we told you not to feed them after midnight? We told you to keep them away from the light. And the most important warning of all, we told you to never, ever get them wet. You didn't listen.
Sir, is the building on fire? No, that's a false alarm.
No penultimate questions at this time. Phoebe Kate, Gremlins SL, the new badge.
Now, was that civilized? No, clearly not. Fun, but in no sense civilized.
Ooh, they're dastardly. They're scary. Those gremlins, they're golden, and they're coming soon to a field near you. Good luck this week, gentlemen. Those are the matchups for week 10.
I heard in Iraq, the 69 saw action from both sides at once.
Yeah, that's why they call it that. Yeah. Here, I'll draw you a picture. Yeah, Bud had explained it to me once. See, the bottom of the 6 is the butt, I think, and the 9 is like the nads or something. I don't know.
You can stick a fork in this show. The penultimate rolls on. I can't wait to see what happens out there in week 10. Boy, oh boy, I'm hoping to get a victory. I know you are too. I'll see you boys out on the field.